Good morning, contrary fuchsia time, plant of the week time again. I'm really sorry about my croaky voice. I have a bit of a sore throat. Terrible time of the year to get it, but sure, there you go. I'll survive. As my granny used to say, you'll be grand before you're married. Plant of the week this week. You know, when you walk around the garden sometimes and you either see something or you smell something and think, that's unusual, that really shouldn't be here. Today's plant is one such plant because as you walk around and you get the sweet smell of oranges, it's undoubtedly a Philadelphus. And this week's plant of the week is Philadelphus Belle Etoile. Name origin is Greek, and philos and adelphos are the two separate words that it comes from, and it basically means brother's love. And the explanation for that is in the flower of the plant. So the stamens of the plant are grouped together, and the stamens are the male part of a flower. And that's where the name Philadelphus comes from. Belle Étoile is a variety completely bred in a nursery. And that's why probably it smells so strong, because it was bred and successively bred using different varieties and different genus of plants until they got the one they wanted. And that's where Belle Étoile, it was done by a French nurseryman called Lemoine. Our plant family is, strangely enough, you would never think it, but it's Hydrangeaceae, which is Hydrangea family. And it also includes a rather lovely plant called Deutzia, Deuttzia, I think is what it's meant. And that's also heavily scented. If you can you easily get it in the garden centre. But Philadelphus is in the Hydrangea family. Belle Étoile is a garden hybrid, as I said, but the plant itself, its origin is Europe, Asia and North America. So it's got quite an extensive origin, or there are species of it in all those parts of the world. But as I said, Belle Étoile is just exclusively a garden variety. The plant itself never gets very big. It's about 1.5 to 2 meters or so in height and spread. It's easily grown. Again, fairly, reasonable soil. Certainly not too heavy. Well fertilized and moist, but not waterlogging. It is a gorgeous white flower with a kind of a unique purple blotch in the centre. And the standout feature, though, with Belle Étoile is undoubtedly the scent. It is just the most unbelievable scent that you'll ever come across. And it does smell completely of oranges. That's why it's called a mock orange. So if you can get it, can it be grown in a pot? Absolutely, you can grow it in a pot. But put it in the garden where you get full value. Likes full sun. will tolerate a bit of shade, but ideally in full sun where the scent really comes to the fore. Propagating is easy. Belle Étoile, not so much. Probably just as easy just to buy it in the garden centre, get it in the garden centre. But Philadelphus responds to semi-ripe cuttings in the summer, hardwood cuttings in the winter. And it also responds very well to layering. Now, I've mentioned layering a few times in my videos. So what I'm going to do is to do a separate video on layering, because I've had a couple of people asking about it. What is it? So I'll do a video on that and I'll show you exactly what layering is. Gardeners love it because the scent. It's the biggest selling point by far. But it's an easy plant to look after. It's not fussy. It will grow once it's established. And it will grow. Now, when I say a plant, when you're watering a plant, when you plant a shrub or anything into the ground, just water it in order to establish it. You don't need to water the plant after that. It'll draw up enough water out of the soil. So be careful that you don't overwater initially. You know, once you plant it, it should take a few weeks for it to set out its roots. Once it starts sending out its roots out of the root ball, then it should be fine. It should be okay. Keep an eye out for plants during a very dry period though. And of course, if you plant at the right time of the year, which is the autumn time, because it's the best time of the year to plant, then you have the best chance of establishing. Now, the other side of that is garden centres are selling at this time of the year because your plant is in flower and it's in scent, and that's what you want. So there's nothing wrong with planting at this time of the year. Just obey a few basic different rules and your plant will be fine. So that's Philadelphus Belle Étoile. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry about my voice, as I say. So until next week, I'm Jim. This is the contrary fuchsia. So enjoy the garden and enjoy the weather.